Hello, Douglas. How are you today, my friend?
Oh, I am so swell, Philip. I'm feeling hot. You used my government name, so I had to use your government name. I promised to not use your middle name, although I probably did at some point.
Yeah, it's possible. What's your middle name? You don't mind sharing information?
No, never.
Wait.
I'm an open book, Daddy.
Douglas.
It's a simple name. It's pretty simple.
Robert? Is it your dad's name? Oh,
my dad wanted to name me after himself. My mom shut that down pretty quick. Because they're divorced now, so she doesn't want to be yelling her ex-husband's name constantly.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's another common name.
Okay, well you can just say it.
Oh, John.
John. Okay.
You don't want to play a 20-minute guessing game live? Okay.
No, I don't think this is very entertaining.
No, not at all. A whole bunch of silence. As you just rack your brain over what it could be. No, it's except it is no there's no H in it, so it's just Jon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Douglas John Galliardo. Pretty lame.
Hey, thank you for tuning in to the middle name exploration episode. No, we're going to talk about
getting deep with it, folks. What?
We're getting so deep. We are going to cover a couple of news topics that we kind of forgot to cover on our last news episode. I just got back from 3 days in the mountains camping. I'm about to head back out to the mountains for 3 more days. So I was talking to Doug and I was like, hey, how did we forget to talk about Talk to Me, the sequel? We just totally forgot.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I kind of remember us talking about it, but I listened to the last episode to make sure everything was copacetic, all the levels were good. And then I really don't, I didn't get all the way through it, but I don't remember. I guess we didn't talk about it.
We did not talk about it, and that's a pretty big one. So I was like, hey, I got a little bit of time to kill before I hit the road. Let's talk about it.
That should have been the main topic, but we fucked up.
Hey, before we do that, we can talk about The Exorcist being moved a week earlier to like October 7th.
October 6th, October 7th, around there.
Yeah.
First weekend of October.
What are your thoughts on that, Doug?
I have said many times on this show and numerous episodes.
Because of Taylor Swift.
Yes, that is the main reason. Taylor Swift's Eras tour documentary. First of all, it made $26 million in pre-sales, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
The Tay fan base are going pretty hard at this.
Is that a common nickname for her, Tay Tay?
Tay Tay? Oh yeah. Believe me. I know all about it. Unfortunately, it's secondhand information. I do not go out seeking out this information. It just comes to me. But yeah, $26 million in pre-sales for tour documentary. That's kind of, I don't know. It seems a little unheard of, but there's a herd of Taylor Swift fans that just literally buy everything that she does, go to everything, even though her ticket prices are absolutely insane. But Jason Blum anticipating that people are only going to see Taylor Swift that weekend, smart businessman. And I will consistently
say, I don't think it is smart business.
Why do you think so?
I think it's a missed opportunity.
Well, they could have marketed it together, kind of like a Barbenheimer situation.
Hashtag Exorcist. Boom. You're fucking welcome. You tell me that wouldn't catch on?
How long are you sitting on that? Because that's genius.
I thought about it when I was in the shower earlier, getting ready for this episode.
Exorcist.
Yeah, tell me that wouldn't catch on.
That is genius. That's absolutely genius. But
hire me for your fucking marketing, Blum House.
Yeah, I mean, their marketing is kind of garbage.
It can only... Like, do they think that Tay-Tay fans don't like horror movies?
It's very possible. I don't think there's a lot of crossover. I mean, again, it's kind of hard to tell. And a lot of the Taylor Swift fans are very, like, there's a younger demographic too that probably can't go see horror movies like that, nor do they want to because they're too young.
I mean, there's plenty of adult Taylor Swift fans too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just think there a lot of the demographic it's either like young kids and like 30-something-year-old adults. I don't know. I feel like it's so hard to tell. Because if you see all like tour footage and stuff like that, it's a pretty big demographic of everybody. But when we had a Taylor Swift tribute band at my job, only kids showed up.
Really?
Yeah, and we made it all ages too. And it was only literal fetuses walking through the door, and it was insane. But yeah, movies are different. I think he got a little nervous and was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking chance it on the same weekend because they want to have a solid opening weekend, and there's nothing going on in the first weekend of October, really. I don't know why they don't open it near more towards Halloween. They could have pushed it forward, but that would be they kind of want to get ahead of the T Swift craze.
Are there any other big horror movies coming out this October?
I thought Maxine was going to come out during October.
Oh, that's right, because of the little clue on the license plate.
I think they said October, like in the caption when they whenever A24 posted it said like October, or maybe I'm dreaming that. I've been watching a lot of Twin Peaks recently, so this could be a dream right now.
We could actually not even be recording right now. Who knows?
You know, we are off in the non-existence.
But no, I remember because remember that license plate that said Maxine and the tag expiration said like 10 something. So we were like, oh, that's a little Easter egg.
Yeah. I figured it was coming out in October, but maybe they're pushing it. Even if it was supposed to come out in October, it seems like nothing is coming out on time anyway with the strike going on.
Yeah, but I think total missed opportunity. You have the juxtaposition of The Exorcist and Taylor Swift. Perfect hashtag, kind of ride that Barbenheimer wave that just happened.
But you know why they won't do it?
Because they don't have faith in it?
Yes, absolutely not.
And it's going to be horrible?
It's going to bomb either way, at least quality-wise. I don't know how much money it's going to make. But yeah, I think that they're pussyfooting, just like a lot of their movies, they pussyfoot around everything.
Pussyfooting. I don't know why that made me laugh.
That's a great phrase.
Yeah. Bunch of damn pussyfooting jabronis.
I saw the wheels turning.
I don't know.
Like pussyfooting, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
You know.
But yeah, I think it's pretty smart just because they're just covering their bases. They're trying to get as much money as possible. Beginning of October seems like a solid choice. And I wish we were still going to be in, well, you're still going to be in LA. I would have left already.
Well,
that would have been pretty sick to see together in LA.
Yeah, I think I'll already be back in Raleigh when it comes out. So,
well, best believe we're seeing it that weekend.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
We have to. We have to talk about it.
You're right.
Or it could just blow us away, and it could be like the best horror movie remake, like in top 5. Could be. Or reboot, whatever it's called. Requel.
It could be.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, I guess we can go ahead and talk to the big news topic at hand.
Talk to me, Daddy.
Talk to me. Tell me your name.
Starring William Hung.
Starring one William Hung from American Idol. Talk to me.
I would watch that movie.
Okay, so did you read up on this? Like the behind the scenes stuff? That look on your face says, I don't know.
I was waiting with anticipation and bated breath for you to say something. And I was taking a breath. Sorry, I won't show that I'm breathing.
So yeah, Talk to Me has been announced, a sequel to the A24 breakout hit. A movie that I loved. A movie that dug. Do you love it more now? Or are you still just kind of sitting at your 3-star?
I would say, I gave it 3.5. I bumped it up half a star. I don't know. For some reason, it just can't get up to the upper echelon for me. But I really liked it.
Okay.
I can't say love, but I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. I like how we went into different layers of it. I like peeling it back. I like getting all oniony with it.
Yeah, if you haven't listened yet, check out our full review on Talk to Me.
Yeah, we do go pretty hard in that episode. It's honestly one of my favorite episodes that we've done.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We get pretty real and personal, given the subject matter of the movie.
That's my favorite thing to do.
So they have already filmed a prequel for Talk to Me, and it's shot solely through social media and cell phones.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of nervous about when I was reading the post when they initially released that they were doing like prequel and a sequel. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they did a really good job with making this movie, but just through the perspective, like it kind of seems like it's going to have like a found footage type of feel.
I could be on board with that. I mean, the Rackaracka brothers, they started on YouTube. They're very familiar with just the new age formats of social media and YouTube and all of that. So I think they would handle that material really well. And when's the last time we had a really good found footage type of movie?
I honestly can't think of one. Yeah. As soon as you started that sentence, I was like, I know where he's going with it. I can't think of any.
Maybe like Hell
VHS?
House LLC.
Yeah, that was like what, 2015 maybe or 2014?
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
I recently watched it.
Everything after the first VHS, I could just never really get on board with. I was like, they're okay.
I was a fan of VHS. I was a fan of the sequel with like the POV like zombie shot. That was really cool. Can't remember what else. So obviously didn't have much of an impact on me. But the first one I loved.
Yes, I think Rackaracka, they're the perfect people to maybe create another found footage style hit.
You know what? I will give them the benefit of the doubt here because they could do it in an innovative way. Like you said, they started on YouTube. They have like this sensibility where they're not going to make it. They're not going to follow any of like the tropes that like a normal found footage movie would. I feel like they're going to make it like new and like do a fresh take on it.
Yeah, all the interviews I've seen with them, you can tell that filmmaking is their life.
Yeah.
They're extremely passionate about everything that they do.
They talked about, I feel like, and the reason why I like them a lot is because they constantly talk about like character. Everything's rooted in character. They love to flesh out their characters, work on the backstory, really focus on like facial expressions and a lot of foreshadowing and just working on like their personalities. So I'm definitely interested to see what they're going to do with like, I just hope like there's not a huge like TikTok frame watching it through like a TikTok video the whole time during the movie. I really hope it's not like a cheap plug for TikTok or something.
I'm curious to see the format of the movie, how they're going to present a story told through social media.
Yeah.
To an audience.
Exactly. I think it's going to be unique, but I'm a little nervous about it.
Sure. But they're also talking about, like, this is going into trilogy territory, much like Ty West with Pearl and X and Maxine.
I wonder if A24, well, I know they had a bunch of ideas. They said they were writing the sequel as they were finishing up writing, like, the regular Talk to Me. If they pitched it to A24 as a sequel, or if A24, that's kind of like their new shtick now. Like horror trilogies, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm on board with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a trilogy or a series if they have something to say. I mean, hate
absolutely.
to keep bringing up the Halloween trilogy, but it was very clear that they had enough for like one long movie, and it could have been done really well. But by the third one, they were like, I don't know, what the fuck do we do? You know, it was very obvious that they didn't have that in mind when they started making the first one.
No.
But they already shot this social media prequel. It's already, they filmed it at the same time as the movie that we just saw. And it's going to be the story of Duckett that we see at the beginning of the movie when he stabs his brother and kills himself.
Yeah, so this one, it seems like it's going to be more like individual focused. Like rather than like a group of people, it's going to be kind of like Duckett's journey of how he came in possession of the hand and his whole experience with it, rather than seen through the eyes of the other characters. We're going to like follow Duckett, which is, if they go in that direction, I think it'd be kind of cool to get that like really honed in experience on the hand and really feel like his suffering.
Yeah.
Love a good movie about suffering.
Yeah. Yeah. And they've already written the next movie. So like a sequel to the movie that we just saw. So I guess it is like the Ty West route.
If they're doing, if they're going to end it with timelines, that would be really cool. To see where I'm more interested on where they're heading rather than looking back to the past. Since we already know Duckett's, untimely demise, which we saw in the original movie, I want to see what's after. I want to see what's after Talk to Me. Maybe, I don't know if they're going to, do you think they're going to go back to, what's her name? The main character in Talk to Me. I can't think of her name.
Mia.
Do you think they're going to continue the story with her kind of living in that limbo world possibly, or they're just going to go for like another family?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. If Sophie Wilde does come back, I would maybe only have her in it for a little bit. Like she pops up in the movie when they're playing the game and that's it.
Yeah, like a little cameo or something like that.
Yeah, I can't imagine like a full story of her journey now that she's in this other world. But
yeah, and we saw her story came like full circle. So story-wise, I mean, there could be stuff to add to it, but it would be cool to see like something different rather than them like treading old waters.
Yeah, who knows? We'll have to see.
There could be a lot of potential scenarios, but I'm more pumped about are you more pumped about the sequel or the prequel? Or just everything? I know you love these guys.
I mean, of course I'm pumped for everything, but same as you, the sequel.
Yeah, I feel like they have so many good ideas, and it's a really good sign when they just keep writing, when they have so much inspiration and they literally said they couldn't stop writing. They just kept going and going. So rather than it be like a TV series, to be a whole trilogy is something to see. I feel like it's going to make a lot of horror fans excited to see these types of like really like intricate, character driven horror movies put in the forefront.
You would think that, Doug, but when they announced this, like on Instagram, Bloody Disgusting, Talk to Me sequel announced, the comments were largely negative, which I didn't get.
I could understand, because it's like, when you love a movie so much, it's so hard. It seems like it's very hard for like directors and creators to make just a very good standalone movie and not have plans for like a franchise, because it's like too much of a good thing, like just for example, like Whiplash. I'll just throw that movie out there. You don't really need a sequel for it. Sure. There hasn't been, but it's just like a good one. Even if Ty West did X and that was a one-off movie, would have been great. Luckily, Pearl was also incredible. So
exactly,
if it's done well, then absolutely.
And I have nothing but faith in Rackaracka. Like, they're not the kind of people that are just gonna say, "Oh my God, our first movie was a huge hit. Let's just throw out a product and get." And
A24 is not that type of studio.
Exactly. So to see the overwhelming negative reaction to it, I was like, do you just ever get disappointed in the horror space sometimes? Like the large reaction to something?
Yeah, occasionally. I mean, I love reading other people's different opinions, whether it's negative or it's positive. But I totally get this because like other studios have left such a bad taste in everyone's mouth, just greenlighting, making everything a franchise. Like even if
Yeah,
it's
but
just like or like rebooting something, it's just like okay, like just make a good movie.
yeah, but they've already shot this. So much like Ty West did with Pearl. I mean,
I'm always hesitant when it comes to sequels, but in this case, like, I mean, X was great and Pearl was great, and it seems like there's a clear vision, and
yeah,
Rackaracka has a clear vision from what it seems like through interviews, so it could work.
yeah.
But something like, when they announced all 3 Halloween movies, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, Halloween Why Not? It's just like it's just too much in excess. And like some studios are doing it just for the money grab.
Yeah.
But this does, again, A24 doesn't seem like they would greenlight anything like that. I mean, they're pretty unique in the stories that they produce and the directors that they get with their stories to tell. So
when Scream 6 was doing their super cringy marketing, like playing the Clue game, and people are losing their minds like, oh my God, yes, the marketing's killing it.
Do you know what aggravates me? I will tell you one thing that pisses me off that like mainstream movies seem to be doing right now, at least like horror movies. And I'm like, who is this for? Like giddy 32-year-olds? Like, I don't understand. When like the main page of a movie like replies back in like a kitschy, corny way. Like I saw someone comment on like the new Saw movies like page or something like that, and they said something, and then the actual page, like Saw X, the page like replied back to the comment, and it said like the dude's name was Mark with a C, who commented, and then the Saw page replied back like, oh, it looks like you're off the mark, ... Like, wait till you would play the game or some corny shit like that. I'm like, well, why?
Yeah. Why?
Like, are we at Friendlies right now? Are we reading like the child's menu? Like, just stop this. I just don't see the need for it.
Yeah. Hey, hang on one second, Doug. I forgot to turn my AC off before we started recording. Just keep ranting.
Oh, keep ranting? Oh, I could definitely do that.
Yeah, share another cringy social media story.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I can think of. I mean, with Saw X coming out, we could talk about Saw X whenever you get back, even though Phil is not listening to me. So I'm just talking to anyone out there in the ether. Yeah, I really do love the Saw movies, and I don't know how much excited I am about Saw X.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, you sent me the poster for it earlier.
Yeah, just the Saw? Behind a white background and like with the worst eyeball. CGI blood. Yeah, it's just no creativity. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, remember when studios tried to make unique artwork, and then you got Evil Dead Rise and the new Exorcist? It's just like a literal screenshot from the movie with the logo slapped up there.
It's like it's a shame because like old movie posters used to be like a piece of artwork. Like me and Holly saw They Live yesterday in theaters for the 35th anniversary, which is really rad. And like the poster art for They Live is like it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of detail. It's very aesthetically pleasing. You could tell that whoever designed it really took time and effort to like know where to place things throughout. It's just like it's like a painting almost. They used to be like paintings, and I feel like that's like a lost art form because it's all just like Photoshop. There's a bunch of floating heads, floating bodies, and people staring ominously at you. It's like, this is not, it's just a photo. It's a photo shoot.
Yeah, I'm surprised more studios don't reach out to independent artists, like these really great painters. I mean, think about how many movies get a special poster release through Mondo or something with this special artist, and the artwork is just killer. It's like, bring that back.
Yeah, a lot of the times the fan art is a lot better than the actual studio poster art. There's a lot of creative people out there who is unfortunate they can't get a shot at designing something for like a major movie or a major franchise or something like that.
Yeah.
Because literally it looks like an 11-year-old did this. It's literally just with the Exorcist Believer poster. It's just her face, literally her face in black and white.
Well, that and the new one, that scene in the church.
Oh, the body and the blood. Yeah,
it's literally a screen grab from that scene. And
even the Talk to Me poster, it's just the hand and it says Talk to Me, and that's it.
Well, I kind of like that poster, though. It's not just a screen grab from the movie. It's very minimal, yes, but it is an original piece of art created for the poster. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah,
it just doesn't. It doesn't get my attention enough to like. I think if I was just in a movie theater going off of posters of what to see and I didn't know anything about it, I don't know if I would choose that movie based off the poster. But it depends what else is there. Minimalist is fine.
Definitely not my favorite poster of all time, but I think it works.
I mean, it doesn't give anything away.
Yeah.
There's no like screen grabs.
The first System of a Down album.
I was gonna say it does look like that or like what's the hand that was in like Super Mario Brothers?
The hand
or Super Smash Brothers? Sorry, like the white hand that like beat the shit out of everybody.
I never played.
It was like the glove. No.
Yeah, I never played Super Smash Brothers. I played a lot of Mario.
Mario 64 is easily the best game on N64.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 wants a word with you.
Sorry, I apologize to Chad Muska, but Mario 64.
Apologize to Goldfinger, sir. That whole soundtrack.
Can't deny that Tony Hawk had a bomb soundtrack. They had CKY on there, Millencolin. That song, No Cigar.
Oh.
My 12-year-old soul was screaming that.
Yeah. Still a good song.
I remember I got back from Camp Greenkill. We used to call it Camp Huguenot, and that was like our 5th grade trip, and it was like upstate New York. And then so we took like one of those like Greyhound buses up there, and as soon as I came off the bus and my mom picked me up, she gave me Tony Hawk Pro Skater, fresh out the box, and I was like, yes. Play that shit for like months straight.
On N64?
N64, baby.
I bet that would be worth quite a bit if you just kept the game in the original packaging. I'd imagine it would go for a lot on eBay, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of places that sell like those games, like the old games, and even the games now I think are like, or unopened, maybe like $40-$50. I don't really
know, man. I occasionally like to browse eBay for like old Resident Evil stuff.
Oh, that first game was rad.
Yeah, dude. If you have like Resident Evil 2 new in the package, sealed, shit, you can get like a few $100 for it or something.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah. Even
like
their old
crate digging.
Yeah, even their old T-shirts.
Resident Evil was such a huge phenomenon back in the day, and then
it was huge.
Hollywood had to get. Did I say it again? I don't even notice I do it.
It's gonna be huge.
Huge.
Hey, don't worry. I say
huge.
I'm like, hey, well, that sounds like a good deal.
Good deal. Good deal. You ordered that fresh dill pickle pizza over the weekend.
I did. I had a pizza with chopped dill pickle on it.
See, I would totally try that just because it's like an experiment.
Yeah.
But you know, when you go to like, this is how you know you're not like in New York and you order pizza out, or like in another state, because they have like these insane names. It's like Tutti Frutti Pizza or like 4 Cheese Supreme. It's like it has to put a whole bunch of words before pizza, and then it looks good. It sounds good. Probably not going to be that great. Whereas you go to New York, you just get a fresh regular slice of pizza.
It's like, hey, let me get a large pie. You guys call it See, I think that's insane to call it a pie.
What do you
Anytime
call?
somebody says pie down here, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You mean a pizza?
So you just say large pizza?
Yeah.
Large pizza
that's-
pie.
No, you got pie and you got pizza.
But it's a pizza pie.
Like the moon in your eye.
I got it. Hey, I sound very redneck Italian. In my wife beater eating pizza, that's amore.
Hey, Doug, what's a DJ's favorite type of sauce?
Oh boy.
Not red, not red.
Wow. I almost ejected myself out of the stream.
I heard it when I was camping this weekend. I was like, oh, I read that right.
That is so horrible.
It's so bad.
It's like what they were probably that's a good dad joke that he probably read like out of a joke book.
Yeah.
Like 101 best jokes to tell your buddies while you're drinking.
I was not drinking. Thank you very much.
You were not. And I'm very proud that you're about 100 days deep in for this sober lifestyle that you got going on.
Yeah, just trucking along.
Keep on
So
trucking.
far,
baby.
so good. Well, Doug, anything else you want to talk about? I know we can't help ourselves. But we just keep talking about stuff.
We could go on 10 tangents. Are you a fan of the Saw movies? What did you see up until? When did you stop watching?
Man, I'm not sure if I've seen anything after Saw 3. I might have seen ones here and there, but I was just never a big fan of them. Am I missing out?
I don't know. I really enjoy them. It does get very convoluted from like Saw. Well, it gets very convoluted after 4, but I feel like there's a lull, but it's a good continuation. Like there's a string of events that play out through all the movies, and there's clearly an end goal. So that's what I like about it. Not even so much. I mean, I love the gore and the traps and stuff like that. They do get a little repetitive, but a lot of them are creative, and it's fun to see kind of like the not the mystery, because I guess there's some twists and turns here and there. I think they're just fun. I think they're just fun, schlocky movies that has a cool story.
When does Saw 10 come out?
I think the end of September, actually. I think like September 29th. We might be in California for that.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like a full
Saw rewatch?
Yeah, because I definitely remember the first one. After that, it gets real murky. Like
Saw 2 is the one with the pit of needles.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone always gravitates. Yeah, that's like everyone. Like you say that and people remember. The third one is when there's one trap where I think there's like a pig trough and some dude like gets killed by pig shit. And then some dude is like in this weird like upright MRI machine getting his like limbs twisted, which is pretty rad. I skipped school to see that actually. I think I saw all the Saws in theater actually.
That's impressive.
And the first one I snuck in. That's the only movie I ever snuck into. The first Saw, because I was 14.
I think I snuck into the Blair Witch, maybe.
How old were you during the Blair Witch? You must have been like 11.
Yeah, 11.
Damn, that's pretty rad.
And I remember I really wanted to go see the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer,
Oh
Uncut.
yeah, that's such a classic movie.
My mom dropped me and my two brothers off. They snuck in. I punked out and went to see the movie I bought a ticket for, which was The Haunting, starring our Lord Owen Wilson.
Right. Didn't you like The Haunting?
At the time, I did.
Yeah, I can't imagine it holds up to this day.
I kind of want to rewatch that just for Owen Wilson.
You could just recreate it. Let's do a table read of The Haunting.
I don't remember any of his lines.
Wow, a ghost. Wow, would you look at that?
He's like, oh, yeah, I did that with the 12-foot ladder I carried around in my back pocket. Come on.
I I think Owen Wilson would be a great integration to the Scream franchise. Really, another Ghostface? Wow, just unbelievable, man. I can't do Owen Wilson.
I'm the killer? Come on, Sid. So I climbed through your window, fine, okay? I'm not a killer, though.
You know, The Exorcist was on. It got me thinking about you.
And then Luke Wilson shows up.
You know, I gotta be honest here, Sid. I'm getting just about sick and tired of being called a killer. Come on.
Hang up the phone, dick. Feeling a little woozy here.
Oh,
we should do the Owen. We should do the Wilson brothers scream.
Okay, everybody calm down, okay? Yeah, everybody chill, okay?
all right. We
We
should
need to
end
make this happen. I will greenlight the shit out of this.
All right, Doug. Let's go ahead and get off of here.
Let's do it, Daddy-O.
I gotta. I'm looking at my bags over here. They are packed, and I gotta head to the mountains again.
Also, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Was that couch always there?
Yes.
Okay, your body blocks it out perfectly because when
Yeah.
you were away before we got on here, I was like, I didn't even realize it looked like the room was just empty the last time.
It's not
'Cause
empty.
you were just in front of it.
I do have furniture in here. Yes.
That was a cool little Houdini trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Call
looks
me
very
Hitchcock, baby.
comfortable niche you got going on.
Well, hey, come down to North Carolina and you can sit on that couch. How about
I
that?
will sleep on that couch.
Seriously, when are you coming down here? I mean, I know we're going to be hanging out in LA soon, but
That's
after that, we got to plan something.
I think January is a good time.
January.
January's pretty fucking close. I know you can't last without my energy.
Come down for my birthday, October 24th.
I can't though. I have to work.
Oh,
I'll
that's
be in
right.
California for a week. Maybe during the holidays.
Hey, come down. I'll take you out for Thanksgiving.
Hey, Thanksgiving dinner. All right, we're gonna stuff some turkeys out there.
Well, I won't. You
I
can
meant
stuff some
actual
turkey.
turkeys. The only turkey I'll be stuffing is myself.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going sexual with that.
No, well, kind of.
All right, on that note, we're going to get out of here, but thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. It takes like 2 seconds, and we'll love you more than we already do if you do that for us.
And if you want to show some extra love, you could follow us on the Instagram, on the TikTok, at the Spook House Podcast. We're posting
That's right.
stuff. I don't want to say consistently, but we do post pretty frequently. We can't lie to the folks, but we do post on there quite often. So come chat with us, talk movies. We love it. We love you.
We do love you, and Doug, I love you too, my friend.
And I love you right back.
Isn't that adorable? All right. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.